Hello and welcome to all the old patrons, maybe some of the guys that left and are back now, and as well as all the new patrons that we're going to get to watch this video. This is the Oklahoma spring game film breakdown, little review, and one I'm very excited about. We expected it. A lot of what we saw on Saturday's game, everybody that reads us, everybody that listens to us, everybody that watches us knows they should have expected a lot that was going to happen in this game. A lot of RPOs from Jeff Levy, all of the run game stuff that we had talked about in years or in months past, and defensively, the base defense, as well as maybe to expect something in a 3-man front, in an odd front, not an even front. So let's get right into it. This is not going to be a super long video because the broadcast misses a lot of stuff that we do need, but this is nice and pretty. A little all 22 to start this broadcast out, and then they crunch it down later on. So regardless of that, let's dive into this game. And I think what I'm going to do every time of the first play of a drive is go through the personnel that's on the field. So let's get back into the beginning of it before the ball is snapped. There was a delayed game on the first play, I guess. They didn't call it. But regardless, let's take a look at this. You have a defensive end here, Reggie Grimes, Jeffrey Johnson, Jordan Kelly, Jonah Lualu, David Ugwebu, Deshaun White. There's Justin Broyles. He's playing the nickelback apex kind of Sam position. Cheetah is what they're going to call it. There's Billy Bowman, Robert Spears Jennings. I believe that's Caney Walker to the top. And I don't see who's down at the bottom, but we can find out. So we do get some action on the first play that I really like. I like seeing, them taking a chance, and I think showcasing some things. So let's get through this play. Maybe we can figure out who owes the other corner down here once I can get a better view of it. Looks like Woody Washington's down at the bottom. So let's dive into this. This first play, they're going to go and play action, and this is going to set up some stuff down the line. So what you're going to see is this probably is going to turn into a little pop pass. He's going to come up here, and he just releases late. They go stick there, and then they're just going to run a post route over the top. So the play action, what they're trying to accomplish here, at least offensively, the play action is to get 3 going this way, get him going this way, and you can throw it over the top. And they get that. And I want to remind you guys of something that we talk about in the Dylan Gabriel video that I broke down. He does not go through a bunch of reads. Now, there's times where he sees things, but this one, it's not too much. As you can see, you get some play action work here. Safety bites. He's got a one-on-one. He sees it. He stares it down, and he throws it. So scripted plays, this is going to work, but game plays that are later on in the game, stuff like this is probably going to turn into interceptions over time, and this is a really bad throw. Either it's a really bad throw or Marvin Mims ran the wrong route. But pretty good to see Billy Bowman in coverage here. This isn't bad. Marvin Mims does have a step on him if it's a good ball. It's just not going to happen. So he takes a chance here. All good. But I'm going to try to get into who is on the offensive line right now. So there's Chris Murray, Robert Condrell, Tyler Guyton, tackle. And he's got some good moments. This is on Jonah Lualu. This is kind of the stuff we talked about with Llewellyn. He just does not have much skill to his game. And Guyton just locks him up here. Jeffrey Johnson's the one with the helmet issue or hands to the face. And let's see if we can get a better look at who's on the field for the offensive line after this. They'll show a replay. So there's 14. Believe that looks like Wanya Morris. It is on the right side. That's really good from him on Reggie Grimes. Both tackles here do a really, really good job. So they're going to get up and go into the next play. I've already broke this down on Twitter. You guys see it. And Oklahoma's make a little adjustment on the very next play. So you have, here we go. Let's get the drawing in here. So you've got Theo East. We're going to go with a little bit bolder lines in this one. So they're just going to run. No, that's not going to work. I was going to run a quick little hitch here. You're going to have run action, block down. He's going to block there. He's going to block and then go to the second level. He's going to block down. He's going to block down. So what Dillon Gabriel's already made his mind up. Deshaun White is not here in this open space. The safety's 10 yards off the ball. He's going to throw it. He made his mind up before the snap. So there's the RPO action, as you guys can see. And then the very next play, see, this is what I want to talk about. So they come and throw that RPO. You guys have all seen it. And then look at Deshaun White. He creeps out a little bit more. Same formation. Jeff Lebby likes to run the same play a lot. Something else that we've talked about over this offseason so far. And Deshaun White slips out, takes that RPO action away. They do a good job in the run fit. And Deshaun White gets a nice stops him for a nice short game. So really, really good to see this. First 3 plays of the game. We've already learned a lot about the team that we haven't already. Marcus Alexander looks to be at left guard here. So along the offensive line, you got Tyler Guyton, Marcus Alexander, Robert Condrell, Chris Murray, and Wanya Morris. Cody Jackson, Daniel Parker, Marvin Mims, and I believe Theo Weiss is at the top. So here's the play where Dillon Gabriel gets away and they end up getting in. I think this is a sack, more than likely. If this is live, I mean, Jordan Kelly's coming right down in his face. Probably coming more full speed. You see the defensive lineman come up a couple times. At least that's how I viewed some of the plays that they let on. This probably would have been sacks in a game, which is fine. Little zone read. Dillon Gabriel kept it, and then they do a good job getting Javonte Barnes in right here. So here's this first drive. I'm going to go through the first drive. I'm going to go through the next drive as well because it's worth noting. Let's get to the play. Here we go. Dillon Gabriel back out on the field. So Braden Willis misses a block here. This is Danny Stutzman. Danny Stutzman just blows us up. Look at that. Engages with him, pushes him back on the line. Braden Willis misses a block, and while he's in the screen. Do want to notice, and I want to point out, Jaden Gibson down here blocking does a really, really good job. But this is fantastic from Danny Stutzman. Fantastic. Forces the issue, short gain. But let's get into who's on the field. So there's Kanik. He's playing the nickelback apex position. First guy for the red team. It's Kendall Dennis, Danny Stutzman, TD Roof, Damon Harmon, 17. Wish we can get a better view of this. Damon Harmon. There's Ethan Downs, Jalen Redmond. See if we can get a better view this time. There we go. So Jalen Redmond, Josh Ellison, Marcus Stripling, Ethan Downs, Jaron Kanik, Damon Harmon, Key Lawrence is right here. Looks like they're trying to run a reverse and it just doesn't work. Again, Jaron Kanik is right here. I don't know what DB's to the top. That's Jaden Davis. So you have Jaden Davis, Jaron Kanik, Damon Harmon, Key Lawrence, Kendall Dennis, Danny Stutzman, TD Roof, Ethan Downs, Jalen Redmond, Josh Ellison, and Marcus Stripling on defense. And I think that's just the most interesting piece of this. But this is why this play is important. I want to show it. So the defensive linemen are getting, and look at Jalen Redmond. Redmond's like, hey, spread out, spread out, spread out. You see how he gets a little wider here? See how he gets out into looks like a 4-eye. Defensive tackles are separated, not as close together as they usually are. From our film study guys, what does that mean? That means a blitz is coming. And here it comes. Dillon Gabriel does a really, really good job. So you blitz like this, you can get caught in it. They get caught in it this time. Good throw, good timing. Ball's got to be caught. Again, I want to note this is probably a sack. he gets hit here by this end right there. He probably lunges and hits him, and this turns into a pick. Aaron Parks. So offensive line here, I believe, is Aaron Parks. I know he's there. Braden Willis, Jaden Gibson, Drake Stoops. I don't know what receivers to the top, but we can definitely discuss it here in just a second. Will they show it? They will not show it. So can't figure out who's on the O-line in this group necessarily. There's Harrison. There's Matowers at left guard. A little 3 and out here. So you have Harrison, Matower. I believe this is the Kyle Ergenbright, who is the transfer walk-on from Northern Colorado, guy from here in Oklahoma City. I know you have Aaron Parks is playing right, and that is Bray Walker playing right guard. So you have Aaron Parks, Bray Walker, Kyle Ergenbright, McCade Matower at left guard, Anton Harrison at left tackle with this group. And with that, we'll move on to the next drive. Again, try to talk about the personnel. Notice this gap right here. Probably a blitz is coming. Look at the gap. He's in a 0. He's in a 5, almost in a wide 9. There's Shane Witter. This is a walk-on from Edmond North. But I mean, I just want to touch on this. Again, these guys are separated, probably a blitz coming from someone, but Witter is working as an inside backer in this game. There's Woody Washington. Good job by Robert Spears Jennings to get it up into this. There's Billy Bowman. I don't know who's right here. That looks like Broyles. Broyles again starting at the nickel Sam apex position for the white team. '69. I don't know who that is. Murray. There's Alexander again. If this is 64, that's Wanya Morris outside and Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton looks really good in this game. And again, it's a spring game, but looks pretty good. Really good job by whoever's playing nose here. I believe that's Isaiah Coe playing nose. Yep, Coe's playing nose. Can't tell who's playing right. And that's Llewellyn playing on the right end. So you have Roberson, Coe's on the field, Grimes is on the field, and Llewellyn's on the field. It's almost the same group, except for some different people. So Kenny Walker, Woody Washington at corner. Justin Broyles is playing Cheetah. Billy Bowman's at safety. Robert Spears Jennings at safety. And then we'll figure out the rest. And this is a real look at Robert Spears Jennings get up in this. Robert Spears Jennings right here. This is a run. He triggers and gets up in there. That's really, really good for a true freshman. 2nd and long here on this first play. Look at the splits here. He's in a 1 technique and a shade. He's in a 5. And look at the splits. Something come in, linebackers blitz in somewhere. So what they do is they send guys to the right. They drop the edge to get underneath the RPO here. Really, really good play. And everything opens up. There's a bust somewhere. Broyles or Bowman. Broyles is in no man's land out here. Bowman's got to initiate, come downhill on this. It's open. It's got to be hit. Here we go. 3rd down. Brent Venables is going to bring pressure on 3rd down almost every time. Here you go. They drop the linebacker out. And it's interesting. So sometimes so the center here is Nate Anderson, by the way. So you have Tyler Guyton, Marcus Alexander, Nate Anderson, Chris Murray, I believe, and Wanya Morris is your offensive line right here. So Nate Anderson's got to pass this guy along, right? And they're stunting across. They got to communicate. He's got to pass Witter off. He doesn't. Grimes is free to get to the quarterback, right? He's dropping. He's dropping. He's coming around. Someone's dropping here. Someone's coming around and he's going. So sometimes what this technique will be is if Nate Anderson comes up and hits hits the linebacker here, Witter will drop. So whichever the center or whichever linebacker the center commits to, the other one will drop. But this time it's Witter. Let's get off of the drawing. This time it's Witter. And it looks really, really good here. No one drops. Grimes is coming around. I lied on that. So everybody's coming here. He's going there. He's going there. Grimes is coming around. Third down. They're going to bring pressure. This is a sack. Nate Anderson's got to pass the guy off. He doesn't. Quarterback gets to him. And Venables just lighting someone up on defense with a good play. And here's why. I mean, if this doesn't work, this play is wide open. Gabriel's got to kind of see that too, right? Right now, I mean, that's wide open. Let's get rid of the football. He doesn't. It's a sack. I believe that's fourth down. So here you go. Drop it off. Grimes coming around. He's got to get it. That's a window. Ball's got to be out. Hopefully that comes with time for Dillon Gabriel in Oklahoma. This is the first time we saw this look, this three-man front, this odd front from Oklahoma. I think it's going to be used a lot, quite frankly. And I don't necessarily know how guys fit in because you have Jalen Redmond. That's not a natural position for him. Don't know who's playing nose tackle here. And that's Ethan Downs, who's fine playing that position. But they're going to blitz a ton out of this odd front. I mean, they're probably going to be bringing 4 or 5 every play from different places, which is what Jim Knowles did at Oklahoma State. That's a hit. But so Dillon Gabriel notices the pressure and he just gets rid of a quick pass. Everything's good. RPO, they're just going to take what's given to them. They do. They get good yardage. So who's on the field defensively? There's Josh Eaton, Jaron Canick, Damon Harmon, Key Lawrence is there, Jaden Davis, Marcus Stripling is the one out here over the receiver, Jalen Redmond, and I believe TD Roof and Danny Stutzman on defense here. On offense, I'm just going to imagine it's Kyle Ergenbright, McCade Matauer, Bray Walker, Aaron Parks, Anton Harrison. There's Braden Willis lined up out here. See how this is all curls. This is just a straight read from Dillon Gabriel. Stripling comes, right? Stripling comes. There it goes. Simple read. Real nice and easy. Again, here's your split. Look at the nose. He's over 0. Look at the end. A blitz is probably coming. Something's happening. Here comes Canick off the edge. They blitz. They get caught in it, and it turns into a big run. I mean, Canick is typically back up here, over here somewhere, taking away anything underneath, and he can come in a simple run fit. He's outside at this time, and he's coming. Easy climb to the second level for Matauer. Gets his hands on Stutzman. Gets away with a hold. That's fine. And then Eric Gray's off to the races. And Damon Harmon almost runs him down here, which is super impressive. But when you blitz like Brent Venables does, you get beat like this sometimes. You'll take it. Over the course of time, you'll be fine with it. They didn't show much of that last play. See if we can get a good look at it. The play after the long run. Yeah, they don't show it. It's tough. Gets blown up. Going to need all 22 of you. Drink, Davis. This is just a really good play. Split zone. They leave Marcus Stripling unblocked here, and he just comes up and crushes. Free block, free blitzer, free rusher, whatever you want to call it. Really good job. Beats Braden Willis to the point, makes a play in the backfield. And this is a really good play from Joshua Eaton. Gets away with a little tug. This is probably a pass interference in season right there. That's a tug, pulls himself in front. Surprised this official did not call a PI on it. Really good job, force a field goal. Everything's great, grand. Again, look at the white splits, blitz coming. There it is. Not picked up. It wouldn't have, it's not picked up here, and that's such a problem. Like, even if there's a bad snap, right? Even if there's a bad snap, Deshaun White's getting there. Someone's getting there. They just get blown off the football. Marcus Alexander, left guard here, just gets beat. I don't know if it's Jordan Kelly, who looked really, really good in the game on Saturday, but no one picks up the blitz. Would have been bad news Bears anyways. And here's Jordan Kelly, 3rd and long here. Look at the defense they get in. I believe this is Reggie Grimes, so they don't have to take any personnel off the field. Woody Washington. This looks like Justin Broyles, Billy Bowman, Kenny Walker, Deshaun White, David Igwebu. Again, trying to go through all the personnel that's on the field because it's important. And that's Trey Morrison right here, actually. Trey Morrison's playing the nickel spot. I don't know who this is. Is that Jordan Mukes, 29? Yeah, it is. Mukes. Okay, so Mukes, Washington, Grimes, White, Igwebu, Kelly, Trey Morrison, Billy Bowman, Kenny Walker. That's what the defense is right now. Probably the most mysterious part yet is what this defense is going to look like. And I still don't know if we got a really, really good picture either. So 3rd and long, here you go. Look at the splits between the tackles, linebacker in the middle. They're coming. Someone's coming. They're doing something weird. Look at Deshaun White, just takes off underneath. This is a sack. This is the kind of stuff that I know it's going to translate. And then from Ole Miss to here, same thing happened at Baylor. Look at this route from Marvin Mims. I know it's 3rd and long and the ball might not be coming your way. I mean, I just don't know what this is. Just going to roll out here, jog out here, no purpose behind this route. Sounds like Marvin Mims, from listening to other people, has been a great leader. Great. But this is the stuff from a year ago that he was able to get away with sometimes, that the Ole Miss receivers did it. We're going to talk about some other instances here later on that are kind of the same thing, but it's just not a hard route. And that's stuff that's got to change. Because, like, if he runs a hard route here, maybe Trey Morrison bites on it. And look at the window that they're trying to run. Trey Morrison, smart, savvy, old guy. He sees it and then waits, and look at the window for 6. So you run that route with more conviction here. You run this route a little harder. You may be able to get him to pull down. And look at that window that opens up. Now there's pressure. Kinda. They do a little blitz or a little stunt. Reggie Grimes is able to strong arm him in the back into the quarterback. But that's my point, is just that this is the stuff that's going to bother me specifically, maybe not anybody else. But it matters. It matters. There's another sack. Let me get whoever this is going crazy. All right, the young pups enter at linebacker. Kobe McKenzie, Kip Lewis right here. There is a receiver to the top of the screen you can't see. That's Justin Harrington. He's playing the cheetah position. I don't know who's back here. I think that's a walk-on. It's Bryson Washington. So let's go through this. Josh Eaton, Bryson Washington, Kip Lewis, Kobe McKenzie, inside backers. Justin Harrington, cheetah. Whoever this is back here at safety. There's another corner to the top. We'll talk about him in here in a second. There's Ethan Downs, Kelvin Gilliam, Josh Ellison. Looks like Noah Renze, 42. Yes. Noah Renze, Kelvin Gilliam, Josh Ellison, Ethan Downs, Josh Eaton, Bryson Washington, Kip Lewis, Kobe McKenzie, Justin Harrington, walk-on. Run pass option for the quarterback, probably a box thing. He sees it, he takes it. They just get easy yardage on first down. On offensive line-wise, Anton Harrison, McCade Mattower, Robert Condrell. Looks like Aaron Parks is still at right tackle. He is. And Bray Walker or Daryl Simpson is now in at right guard. And I'm going to write all this down. Yes, this is a fumble. It's a really good play from Ethan Downs. comes in right here, punches it out. Something here that I've noticed, I didn't notice this at Clemson too much. Look how much inside leverage Woody Washington is playing with the receiver. I mean, he is begging them to throw it outside. He is taking away anything in the middle, short, or in a slant, anything. Here you go. Here's your three-man front. Reggie Grimes is probably the one out here. That is him. Short gain. There's Cody Jackson. Three-man front. They bring four. It's going to happen a lot. Whoever is on the right side. I got Chris Murray and whoever the right tackle is here. Wanya Morris, it looks like, is below Isaiah Coe off the field. So this time, you can't see it on the screen, but Woody Washington has his hips open. Hips open. You can kind of see it down here. Kind of see it down in this direction. So the play action, what they're trying to do is get Jordan Mukes. See Dillon Gabriel's eyes go immediately to this safety. Play action, slant. Washington is playing with outside leverage this time. It's giving the inside away. So the play action's there. Ball's behind. Great play. Great read from Dillon Gabriel. Just got to have a better ball. Just look at these routes, though. Just a quick, quick little 5-yard stop route and a slant. Really easy, basic stuff. And you're going to see this in the season. I mean, this isn't going to change much. Got to have a better ball here. Here we are again in a situation where Dillon Gabriel has his mind made up. Things work out well for him. But if he's reading safeties, if he's reading DBs and that kind of stuff, instead of throwing to spots, throwing to one guy. I mean, let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? All 22 guys are on the screen. Look at Jordan Mukes here. Look at Caden Helms. He has just an easy touchdown here. And he's looking that way. He just flips his head around because he wants to throw it to Marvin Mims, which is not a bad choice. But right here, when he's looking to the right or he's looking at this safety, look where he's at and look at Caden Helms. Helms is like, I'm open. But that's stuff that I'm sure will come with time. I just want to note it. Marvin Mims has got to block this. Just take Woody Washington out. Take Woody Washington out. He doesn't. He absorbs the contact. Second and short. All they need is 2 yards. 2 yards. Woody Washington's aggressive and makes this play. This cannot happen. Cannot happen. It's either Y insert here. Looks like it's split zone. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's draw it out. Right? These guys are going to block this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, leave this end unblocked, and he's supposed to come and kick out right there, right? So what that means is that somebody's got to fill somebody. You can't all follow the fullback or the tight end here. Look where their eyes go. The Sean White gets caught inside. Almost gives up a touchdown. And here's where the route, so on the offensive side of this play, this is what drives me nuts. So you guys have seen this. You guys have seen this before from D.D. Westbrook. I think specifically if you want to talk about a play, you can run these DBs or these corners out of run plays, right? If he is running a vertical or a fade as hard as he can, this corner runs with him 1,000%, right? Look at the route Theo Weiss runs here. And this isn't a Theo Weiss problem. This speaks to the system. You guys see that route? Look at the route at the top. So now look at the corner. The corner is now able to open up and make a tackle. Oklahoma scores a touchdown here, but that opens up. I mean, like, what happens if Oklahoma has a false start on offense? What if they snap the ball and the ball goes over the quarterback's head, right? So defensively, bad run fit. Best tackle from Jordan Mukes cannot happen. Absolutely cannot happen. And then you have the route up here by Theo Weiss. They clean that up. This is a touchdown. Spring game. Learn a lot. It's a new era, which is no surprise. Here it is again. Look at this odd man front. There's Clayton Smith out here over Marvin Mims. Two linebackers in the box. Jake McCoy looks like Shane Witter. Want to note that again. Shane Witter is working as an inside backer. He did not play the cheetah position in this game. I believe this is Justin Broyles. It is. He forces the run up. 6 guys commit to the run here. 6. That's it. They hold him to a 2-3 yard gain. Whoever the left guard is here for the red team gets tripped up. That's Nate Anderson getting blown off the football. See, Nate Anderson gets pushed back at the snap, trips up the guard. Everybody would say, oh, the left guard tripped, the left guard tumbled. It's bad. No, Nate Anderson gets blown up. And that's how you're able to accomplish what you accomplish with 6 guys committed to the run. And that's Jeffrey Johnson, transferred from Tulane, blowing up Nate Anderson off the snap. Powerful kid, powerful dude. So now we're starting to see some more walk-ons in the game, right? 43, I don't know who that is. There's Robert Spears Jennings, Billy Bowman, Robert Spears Jennings. Looks like Kenny Walker up there, Clayton Smith, Shane Witter, Jake McCoy. Whoever the Wanya Morris just eats alive, whoever's on the edge. If they don't get tripped up, it's probably a really good play. Because if you don't get tripped up, you get a hat on the hat. Wanya Morris just eats whoever is the right. This is really good. Wanya Morris looks fantastic. Both tackles on the red team have looked really good so far in this first quarter. Ends up good tackle being made, but just want to note again, Nate Anderson getting blown up the football. He gets tripped up. What would happen is the guard comes around, kicks out the backer. There you go. This is counter. Everybody, oh, we need to run more zone. Well, they're going to run a lot of gap. They're going to run power. They're going to run counter. This is GY counter. You guys have seen this play before. So they're going to run counter. He doesn't get tripped up. Hat on a hat here, hat on a hat there, and this run is wild, right? Or he's kicking it out. He's got to make one man miss and Billy Bowman. But because Nate Anderson gets blown off the football, things don't go well. This is the stuff that is worrisome, but it just speaks to Dylan Gabriel and kind of his game. We know who he is. These things are going to happen, right? I don't know what he doesn't like about this. Over the middle. There's no pressure. I know he's gotten pressured, but there is none. Here they go. They blitz. They drop one defensive end here. They drop Clayton Smith and blitz Shane Witter. I just don't know what he didn't like about this window's not good, right? Because that linebacker's there, probably eats this alive, even though he probably could have fit this in if you would have hit him at the top of his route. So if they're working off timing here and this will come, see how he's looking to the right. Jake McCoy kind of stays in the middle. If he gets rid of the ball now, this is probably a touchdown, right? Waits a little bit, lets it go. Look at the window that opens up, and that's a touchdown. He decides to dump it out on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 5, and you would have had a 1st down. Now it's 3rd and 10. There's a false start. Something happens. And now look at the situation you're in because you didn't execute the level that you needed to execute. We talk about this all the time. Look at the tackles here. Look at the defensive line. They kind of run the same play. Defenses run differently. I mean, this is simple, right? No one's over Marvin Mims, so someone's probably dropping underneath him here, which they do. Dylan Gabriel only has to read a single high safety, which he does. Look at his eyes. Robert Jennings escapes to play over the top of number one. Marvin Mims runs the seam, touchdown, Oklahoma. Really simple. Comes back and hits it. It's not going to be that easy in a game, but there's your process, and we're through the first quarter. First play of the second quarter, Key Lawrence just eats Tyree Walker here at the bottom. He about got hit, though. He tries to go low and ankle bite him. This is horrible form. Do not do this. See where he's at right here. He's trying to take his legs out because he's a powerful guy. And Tyree Walker meets him there and almost drives him over. Walker's a powerful dude, man. Let's talk about the guys that are on the field real quick, and we'll start moving forward a lot quicker. Jaden Davis, Justin Harrington, Damon Harmon, Danny Stutzman, TD Roof, Key Lawrence. Can't figure out who the safety in this corner is. Probably Jaden Davis. There's Noah Arinze. Jalen Redmond's on the field. Now it's Kendall Dennis is at corner at the top. Kelvin Gilliam is in there. Noah Arinze and Ethan Downs are your guys. And they're just going to keep taking the yardage when they can get it. Justin Harrington doesn't play this right. He hasn't been in the scheme long enough. I'm going to try to point this out as much as I can. Look at the space between the tackles, even the end here. There's a lot of space in here. It's because they want to blitz. They do. Causes some pressure. Ethan Downs. I think there is a hold in here. Jalen Redmond and Robert Conjul get away with one. Or Robert Conjul, McCade Matower get away with one. But I just want to keep pointing this out. I've talked about it all offseason. Look at the splits between the defensive linemen. Something's coming. Something's coming, right? Ethan Downs is the one dropping into coverage. They're sending a pressure package on second and short, third and short. I don't know what down it is, but I just want to keep pointing that out. Look at Deshaun White here. After this graphic comes off the screen, I'll try to pause it immediately. He's looking at the quarterback. Same things that he has seen before. They're in 2x2. Look at how far the split is between him and the tackle, making Oklahoma force a decision. Nick Evers at quarterback. He does not read this right, obviously. He made his mind up before the snap that he was going there. Deshaun White takes it away. Should have been a pick from someone. Should have been a pick six. Robert Jennings will 2 years from now, this will be a pick six. But Deshaun White sees it, Nick Evers, and yeah, I mean, we all kind of knew this was going to be the case, but he is far from being ready to play in a Power 5 football game this fall. Far from ready. Look at these routes, all stop routes on an RPO. Man, Jordan Kelly was really good, guys. Really good. Watch him right here. Boom. It's Marcus Alexander, who had a rough day. Rough day. Jordan Kelly is a monster. Look at the splits between the defensive tackle, the end, and the other tackle. Blitz is coming. They pick it up in the run game and turns into a pretty good play here. Just going to continue to keep noting this. 3 defensive, look at the tackle, look at the tackle, look at the end. They're coming. Very next play in the second quarter. Watch Billy Bowman come in this run fit. Exciting stuff. This is stuff you want to see. It looks like there's a called blitz coming in, but Deshaun White and Billy Bowman get behind there. And I only say that because of the splits between the defensive tackles. But look at how these guys come in the run fit. Look at Bowman. Look at White. White had 2 bad plays in Saturday. We'll highlight the other one here in just a second. But this is really, really good. Really, really good. Jordan Kelly again. I mean, Jordan Kelly was a monster on Saturday. First time really getting to highlight Jason Llewellyn, freshman tight end. That is going to be him right here, blocking Justin Harrington. And look what he does. He just takes whatever he wants from him. Look at that. Just manhandles him. Manhandles him. That's exciting stuff. Jason Llewellyn. Been very, very looking forward to seeing what he can become. I do not think he's going to be a tackle. I don't. I think he is much better at tight end than people give him credit for. They just look at his size and they say, hey, put on some weight. Oklahoma doesn't need that, as well as Oklahoma needs depth in that tight end room. I think he could be their top tight end as a second-year player in 2023. Now, if Oklahoma wants to do this out of their 3-3-5 or 3-2-6, whatever you want to call it, and they get Redmond playing the 0 and doing this to centers, watch this. Just manhandles them. Look at him. Condrell cannot deal with it. Literally any other defensive tackle Condrell's fine with. Redmond, he just got whipped. Watch him here. Gets his hands on him, and he's just driving him back. If that's the direction they go, I'm excited to see what Redmond can do as a 0. They just have so many guys like that. It does not fit the personnel that they have. I don't think that is going to be a main component of who they're going to be, but I think they're going to run it a lot. And if Jalen Redmond's going to play like this, that's some exciting stuff. So this is what Brent Venables is going to do defensively quite a bit. I believe this is third down. Don't hold me to that. I believe this is third down though. So you see 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. There they go. They drop both linebackers right in the middle of where they want to go. Now, he wanted to work left, taken away. Probably could have popped his hips to the open and thrown it to Mims. People are away, and there's a sack. And the sack came on Marcus Hicks for Reggie Grimes. You know, it's one of those things where, like, how much do you want to hold into that? But look at Tyler Guyton on Jonah Luwalu down here. Man, he looks good. That's a good eval by Oklahoma. But as you guys can see, they just take away everything underneath, force Dylan Gabriel to make a different decision. He is late getting across. And there's a sack. So Marcus Stripling had a very productive day on Saturday, but I do also want to note a couple of sacks he got were because of stunts or other things, so he didn't necessarily create the sacks. And then there's a lot of times like this. Now, this is a positive thing, but this isn't something that's going to happen all the time. See, he got matched up with the tight end here. There's Tyree Walker's a running back, and he gets held by I don't know. That's not Jason Llewellyn. I don't know who 84 is, but I think it's a walk-on. Karsten Gruce, maybe. But regardless of that, he had a very productive day, and I don't want to take that away from him. I just want to note the fact that he got matched up with the tight end a lot. He was the guy stunting around and not necessarily having to create the pressure. He had to finish the pressure, and that's obviously still good. I just wanted to note he had a good day. I'm still expecting big things from him, but I don't think we necessarily saw. And here's Savion Byrd. I noticed for the first time. I don't know who he's working on. It's Noah Renze. He should be doing that. That's pretty good. He looks a lot like Adrian Ely, even in his 59. Powerful hand, strong punch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Danny Stutzman. Oh, yeah. Watch this play. Diagnoses it. It's a run, and I'm going. See right there, triggers, beats Aaron Parks to the point, gets through, and makes a tackle at the line of scrimmage. This is the stuff that turns Danny Stutzman into an all-conference player. If he can keep up this pace, man, he's going to be special, special, special. Look at this. Look at this guy go. That is great work. Third quarter, still coming. Look at the splits here. See that he's playing in a 1, he's in a 5, he's in a 4, 4I, or 3, 4, 4I, whichever it may be. And there's Deshaun White. He's coming. There's the splits, there's the blitz, and there's the tackle at the line of scrimmage. They're going to blitz, 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 blitz. How much am I talking about it? We talked about it all offseason. They're going to blitz, 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 blitz. Absolutely. We're pointing this out. We're sticking right here. This is an abomination of a camera angle, but look at the split between the defensive tackles. So linebacker blitzing, or they're doing something, right? There you go. There's a stunt. They get some pressure. Jordan Kelly just eats up Colin Montgomery. I mean, rough day for basically everybody that you don't expect to play on the offensive line for next year. Yes, there's pressure. This is not good, though. His eyes are downfield. Llewellyn works in. No need to panic. Scoot to your right. Don't panic. Keep your eyes downfield. He makes his decision to run right here. Not a good one. And then this isn't good either. That's a pick 6. Again, expected. Not surprised by it. But very obvious why they're going after another quarterback in the portal. This is some really exciting stuff from Javonte Barnes. Watch his from right here till gets through the hole. Watch his explosion right here. See how quickly he gets through that? This is a 6-7 yard gain on 3rd down. That's super impressive. This is a really impressive play by all these guys up here too. Jordan Mukes. There's Joseph Wette, 22. But I just want to show this burst. It's exciting. Exciting. This isn't the last play, I don't believe, Clayton Smith makes in this game. But this is some progress from him. Shoots the gap here. Gets underneath the guy that's pulling across. And makes the tackle at the line of scrimmage. It's very positive stuff from Clayton Smith. Very positive. And see if they'll run it again. I don't know if that was 4th down. I know there's another clip of him coming up somewhere. So we're just going to kind of talk through it because I believe that's the last play that I'm going to show. This is a really good from Isaiah Coe. But again, on 60, who is that on? 74, Marcus Alexander, rough day. Both the guards that are in right now, rough day. I mean, Cole Montgomery just gets thrown here. And you guys probably can hear some dogs, a little chirping in the background. Here we go. Here's a play from Clayton Smith. Here's the other one. Really, really good here. Gets underneath and makes this play. And this is the last play I had to show for you guys. Gets underneath, makes this play in the backfield. Super impressive. Jake McCoy, the linebacker here, does a really good job as well. Caden Helms does a sorry job blocking, kicking him out. Colin Montgomery just takes way too wide of an angle. But good to see Clayton Smith right now. Gets up underneath it. Forces the tackle in the backfield. Now, there's some plays where he gets washed down. He's in coverage. It's a little awkward. I think once he finds his role and Oklahoma figures out the best way to use him, he's going to be really, really good. I still believe that, and I'm still excited to see what he can become. Through the keyhole, everyone watching, I'm glad to be doing this. I'm glad to be back doing this, and we'll talk to you guys next time.